Hi, welcome to Talking About. I'm John Griffith.
I'm Cara Kelduff. Welcome to the show.
So it's been a couple of months since we've done this.
Has it?
Yeah,
I thought we just skipped 1 month.
Yeah, which makes it 2 months since we've been here.
Oops. Hi, guys.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Life kind of got in the way, but all is good.
Oh, it's supposed to.
Yeah, and we deserve a little break here and there.
Yeah, you deserve a break today. Is that Burger King's?
That was McDonald's.
Oh, oops.
At McDonald's, we do it all for you. That's right. So what you been up to? I know you got some good stuff going on.
Yes, I am going to be doing some comedy shows in New England this weekend.
Very nice.
Friday night, I'm going to be at Curly's Comedy Club in Rochester, New Hampshire.
Very nice.
I'm wicked looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then Saturday night, I'm doing a late show at a convention in Boston. I'm going to be with a dear friend of mine who is hilarious, comedian by the name of Amy T. I've known her for years and years, so that's going to be fun. And, get back. It's funny because at least when I write jokes, like, things have just been popping up in my head and I've been writing them down on my phone, and then I can't wait to get home so I can flesh things out more, and
Yeah.
it's a good feeling to have that happen.
That's
so.
good. Does your creative flow come in spurts, or?
Yeah, for sure. And it's always at like stupid moments, like brushing my teeth, or
waking up in the middle of the night.
Yes. Morning coffee also helps, but I've just been busy. Like, the summer has been busy.
It has, and I can't believe we're halfway through August already.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts, and it's been like a personal roller coaster of a summer. It's just a lot of stuff family-wise and a lot of stuff personal-wise, and then I have the whole north and south thing going on with my life, and it's a lot, but it's for the most part quality, quantity. Not it's just everything's thrown out at you all at once, and it's a mess. It's a controlled mess. It's like I have my pile of crap, but it's an organized pile of crap.
You should talk to my father. No, I visited my folks for a couple days. That was great. I got to throw my nephews around. That was fun. Talk to I got a FaceTime call while I was away from this 2.5-year-old kid that is my baby friend, but she's not a baby anymore, and that was so cute because her mom was like, yeah, she wanted to call you.
Very nice.
So I had to tell the little one, call me anytime you want. And she's, when you get.
Is it the beginning of actual conversation, or is it just kind of
still
babyish?
No. This kid is like, she's off the charts. She's gonna be a handful. She's super verbal and a force of nature. She's real bossy.
Because I remember when my oldest nephew, his younger sister, he was playing soccer, and I was just kind of watching her in the playground, and we sat down and we had like the first real coherent conversation, and I hold on to that.
Yeah.
Because oh my goodness, she's not little baby anymore. She's becoming this person.
Well, when the little one says to me, I missed you. Oh my God. Oh, it just slays me.
And then my youngest nephew, he graduated college this year, and he just last week started his real world job.
Sorry.
Yeah, working for I've Been Moved.
Oh.
So he's gonna do well for himself. They all are in their own fields, but he's the one he's gonna be paying for all our medical care later on.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, if there might be 2 friends of mine watching right now. So to you boys, I say, "Hey, mon ami, t'aimes ça mange des patates?" Anyway, that's a joke for my dudes, my 2 dude friends. Yeah.
You keep your 2.
Yeah. Yep.
Very nice. And a whole lot going on in the world too.
Oh no, I'm excited about what's going on in the world.
In what way?
Just that people are fired up.
Yes.
There's more activism. There's more conversations happening. Like, maybe we actually will get a new Green Deal or a Green New Deal.
Of a sort, yeah.
you know, because with that footage, you saw the footage, was it from Greenland? That all that
Yes.
glacier melting? That is like, what more proof do you need that
Yeah, but
things are
the denialists are just going to deny because
whatever?
it's going to affect the next couple of generations more than it's going to affect this one. And
Yeah.
if they can line their pockets, then they will. But why don't they develop new technology to help prevent it and line their pockets with that? That will be the smart thing to do.
Well, one of the things that I do to stay sane is I try to find good binging. So this weekend I was binging on one of my favorite TV shows on the History Channel. I can't even say it with a straight face. Have you ever watched Ancient Aliens?
Yes.
Oh my God, you guys. It is the best show. Ancient astronaut theorists believe. Have you ever watched it? I love that show. It's so good. And the one Egyptologist that they have, what is his name? Romy Romani? I think he's kind of hot.
Okay.
Anyway.
It's like Hernan loves anything ancient Egyptian. So it's like we've gotten to the point of separate TVs. I enjoy it, but not as much as he does. So.
Oh, well, Hernan and I could probably get along really well because I love that stuff.
Okay. Well, we have a guest room, so you're welcome
All right,
to come
fine.
down.
Great. Ancient Aliens, guys, get on it. It's so good.
So, and just about people being fired up, it's like we were talking before the show, it's like Hernan is one of the formerly apolitical, who's actually now like feeling the momentum that things need to be done and you need to get fired up. And I think we were just a second ago talking about things that need to change and new technology. And I was reading this morning about the reservoirs in the desert areas of the West Coast they're better than they were a year ago, but they're still at drought levels, and it's getting more serious. And instead of developing oil pipelines, why can't we develop water pipelines? Because it's been torrentially raining on the East Coast all summer, and it's like if we can balance out the reservoirs with a water pipeline.
I thought LA was done with the drought.
There was a good melt off last year, but like the Vegas area and Lake Mead is still at 55%. It was at 49 last year at this time, but it's just at 55%. Like 2 years ago, I was out there, and you could see like the previous water line in the rocks, and it's shocking. It's like where it should be and where it has been to where it is, and we built a city in the middle of the desert, so water is not as natural to that area. So people are stupid, but we need to help them.
But it's Vegas.
Oh, this is true. I need to go back there. We should do a show there. We should relocate the show there. Find a small little black box and just charge people to come in and do this every week.
I was there for a week, and I enjoyed driving home every night. I don't know why.
Okay.
Probably because I took back roads and it's just weird.
The sights and things like that.
Yeah, or I would drive slow and just like go down
It's funny. I've been there twice, and the first time was like 2007, 2008, right before the big crash and of the Great Recession, and this hotel had just gone up and they were topping out and they were starting to bring all the furniture in, and then the recession hit. And the second time that I went there was absolutely no progress on that same hotel in that 10-year period, and they were getting ready to implode it, unused, because it was so insecure after sitting empty for 10 years that even all the stuff that they had started to bring in and decorate with, they had sold off because they couldn't finish the hotel.
Oh my God, what a waste of resources.
Yes. And then I missed the implosion of the Riviera by a couple of days, which I would have loved to have seen.
Ugh.
But did get to go to the Neon Graveyard, the Neon Museum, which I loved. Did you get to see that while you were there?
No.
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
One
for
of the
sure.
coolest things. That and the Spy Museum was really good.
Don't we have one in New York? A spy museum? I saw.
Excuse me, the Mob Museum. The Mob Museum.
Oh.
The Mob Museum.
I need to go. I loved that shit when I was a kid. Reading about like John Dillinger and all those gangsters and.
This one was in like the old courthouse that people were tried in, and even I think some of the executions may have happened there as well. So it's just some cool stuff. And it's like bring Ray, our resident medium, there, and I'm sure he could see the echoes of everything that happened there.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot.
Speaking of which, it's like, you ever become more sensitive when you're half asleep?
Yes.
That's been happening to me with one voice lately. It's like there's a little girl in my apartment.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Did
I
you
hope Hernandez not watching because he'll freak out. But there's a little girl in my apartment, in somewhere in the in between.
Here?
No, in Florida.
Oh, you guys should look up records. So when I was in college, we were messing around with a Ouija board one night,
Mm-hmm.
and I lived in they were called mini houses. It was across the street from the main campus. It was like an old colonial house, like whatever, and there was a barn in the back, whatever, blah blah blah. We were playing with the Ouija board one night, and this little kid came through if you guys are into that kind of thing, this boy came in through the thing and lived in the house. And his bedroom was where this girl Tracy, that was her room for the year. And so we were asking him all these questions, and she's like, "Do you look at me when I'm changing?" And he just wrote back, "Ha ha 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 ha." So anyway, fast forward, somebody in the house went to City Hall or looked up some records.
Mm-hmm.
The kid really did live in that house.
Oh, wow.
And he really did die in a car accident.
Oh wow.
We were all like, "Okay, that's it. No more Ouija board. We're done." It was
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, I'm careful not to engage. I hear her from time to time, like when I'm in the half
Have you emailed
zone.
Ray?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you should.
I'm afraid that he'll tell me to engage, and I don't want to engage because I don't want to invite anything further in.
I don't know if he would tell you to engage. I don't think he would.
I don't know. Well, we'll have to have him back and figure it all out.
He's busy.
I know he's like the world traveler right now, or at least
Mm-hmm.
he's all over the place in a good way.
Yeah.
So, hey, you're good at something, you get the work.
I'm looking forward to. I'm still clinging to summer, but I'm always excited by September and school's starting and blah. I mean, not that I'm going to school in the mornings, but
But the change of season is nice.
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, spending more time in Florida, I miss that.
Mm.
But I get my winter garden, so I get my veggies through the winter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I come up here for a week at a time now, and my mom's got me. Yeah, oh, we got to take care of the tomatoes. There's the list of this, and this, and it's like we have raspberries in the late spring, so they're all mashed and frozen. And she doesn't do the jam anymore. I do the jam now, so I have a whole jam project coming up for the rest of the week, and got to make the raspberry jam, and it's a lot.
Wow.
And it's like my doctor still doesn't have me. I had a little procedure last month, so doctor still doesn't want me lifting anything supposedly more than a gallon of milk. It's week 5 out of week 6. I'm lifting more than a gallon of milk, but that's beside the point. Shh.
Jesus.
So it's a lot. So much going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know. It's exhausting.
I know.
My life is just so hard.
Well, I'm looking forward to a new season. Looking forward to
The fall colors and the trees and just
yeah.
endings and new beginnings, because as things wind down for the year, it's like something fresh and new is going to be coming up in a few months again.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like maybe a little dusting for the holidays, but nothing crazy, just a little dusting for the holidays.
I don't know.
You don't have to shovel it. You live in the city.
Yeah, but I still gotta walk in it.
Oh, this is true. You work outside.
And then those lazy bums. There's always one jerk on a block. Like every other super will snow blow, and then there's one jerk who has just like this one little
Just like
footpath.
too big to jump over.
Yeah.
Too big to jump over, and squish, 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 and it's the little footpath that always ends up being slush.
Ugh. And I know what building on my side of the street. I don't live in that building because my super is awesome, but.
And the slush is just deep enough to go over the edge of your shoes.
Yep.
And then once your feet are wet, you're screwed for the rest of the
Now
morning.
the funny thing is, this particular building, the super's really good at watering the sidewalk in the morning.
Okay. Like hosing it off clean or just?
Yeah, he's like trying to grow more sidewalk, but he's really good at that, but no good at the shoveling or whatever.
If he puts the water on hot when the snow comes, it'll melt all the snow.
Well,
But
you
it'll
know,
replace it with ice, and then you'll really
maybe
be in trouble
you
there.
could come talk to him.
That's okay.
No.
No,
No. No. Mm-mm.
I don't know. I say I'm not in. Well, I guess because not living here full time anymore. I say I don't do the city as much anymore. And it's just.
You're rubbing it in right now.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
I don't do the city as much
I
anymore.
don't do the city. I love the city, but it's like I have to force myself to go in. It's like I have to force myself to either find a movie in there, or find some theater in there, or do my studio audience thing, which I've been lax on. There's one particular morning show that I did. I got up to 100, and then it was like 6 months before I went to 101.
Oh my God! Seriously, you went 100 times?
I went 100 times. I even on the 100th time, it's like they give like little raffle tickets in each one. I stacked them up and I made them into iron-ons and I put them all over my shirt, and they said, "Hey, this is my 100th time." And it's good for you, and then went about their business. Which is probably why 101 took so long.
They don't give you anything for that?
No.
And you made a shirt? You got a lot of time on your hands, friend.
I have no life.
Don't say that. No, you're
I have-
between homes.
I'm a sad, pathetic individual.
No. Wow.
So I need to find a new show.
I'm envious of your alleged free time.
Ah. Hey, medical retirement, yay. I'm a leech on the system.
Did you see that video? Just like the little bit of movement. Did you see that video of Tulsi Gabbard? Did you see where she was dancing?
No.
Wow. It's stiff. It's really stiff.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. What about Marianne Williamson? What is she up to?
I don't know. I mean, she's not presidential material, but she has the power to do some good.
I like the way she talks.
She's done some good for some people in California, especially with the HIV community. She's done I think Project Angel Food out there is one of her babies, but she's a little bit out there. So yeah, focus on the local politics. It's like not everybody is cut out for the national level. No.
Oh, and they finally in Queens for the they finally figured out who won for district attorney.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was Melinda Katz.
Okay. Do you know what it came down to?
No, it wasn't. It was like a crazy difference. So Tiffany Caban conceded.
Okay.
But
it's one of those things that shows you that every vote does matter.
yes, it does.
Because there have been, over the last couple of years, there have been a lot of elections that have been decided by less than 500 votes.
And Tiffany Caban, don't give up, because that job will be yours someday, or something even cooler.
Mm-hmm. It's like the Democratic field on the presidential level is so wide right now. We were talking before the show. It's like I'm looking forward to Super Tuesday happening, because that's when the real narrowing up begins, and hopefully we'll be down to 5 or less in the contenders. And then it's like I know you have your top choice, and your top choice is in my top 3. And
Well, I have like a top 2.
okay.
You know.
Yeah, I have my top 3, and no matter how it shakes out, I want them in there. And it doesn't matter what slot, because between those 3, the ideas and the concepts balance out and complement each other. Yeah, I would like to see somebody on the more progressive side on a ticket with somebody who's a little bit more moderate to appeal to middle America and the more progressive movement that is growing, because that is where the next generation is headed if they stay on that path. But at this point, you have a couple of generations that you need to balance between and motivate people to get out because every vote does matter.
Yeah, it does.
And then maybe we can deal with the college next time. Just we could probably do a whole complete show on that. You need to get Ted Alexandro back and Richie Alexandro and just like rant on politics for an hour.
Yes, that would be fun.
And that's where I am. I was so high energy. All my caffeine just wore off right before the show.
Did it?
Yeah. It's like I can't hear it. I had like three cups of tea, and it's like we're in the big studio for the first time in a long time. So
I know. It
none
feels really good. Look at these are nice chairs, guys.
Yeah. None of my files were in the computer, so I had to re-import everything. And it was just, yeah. Thank goodness. Yeah, we have Renee and John behind the scenes, and Aces to help. Yeah. And grateful for that, but it was work. This is not supposed to be work. This is supposed to be just fun. No.
I'm just happy we're in the big studio today.
Me too.
There's no place like home.
Click,
There's
click,
no
click.
place like home.
Quick. Oh, you seen any good summer movies?
No, negative. I was watching Ancient Aliens.
Oh, this is true. So
It's the best show.
you're in the apartment with the tinfoil hat and playing in the cats.
No, my own. I have my own personal Faraday cage. Whatever. Shush. No, I don't. Not really. But Ancient Aliens is such a good show, you guys. If you have not watched it, suspend your disbelief and just watch it. It's so good.
I've been rewatching The Good Place.
What's that?
It's Kristen Bell. It's going into its fourth and final season. Kristen Bell wakes up and she's in the afterlife, and the architect of the afterlife neighborhood, Ted Danson, is pulling the strings between her and three other people who are the focus of the show. And it's just a comedy of personalities, and it's just a really well done show. There are 3 13-episode seasons that are in the can, and the fourth and final season is coming
So
up.
wait, they are dead?
Yes,
That's creepy.
it is. But the first 2 seasons are on streaming, and the third will probably be there soon, and the fourth and final is coming up, and it's really, it's worth binging because it's a really good show. And I can't talk too much. I'm trying not to be spoilery. Yeah. and-
Spoilery?
Spoilery, yeah. And it's like,
No, you know what? When I go visit my parents, we have this habit. After dinner, we watch Gunsmoke.
okay.
Cause I'm
Or
one
like
of the
MeTV or
yeah. It's on one of the. I'm gonna call it an old folks channel because all the commercials are for like, help! I've fallen, I can't get up, or those bathtubs that have
the
like,
walk-in tub.
yes, or those like chair lifts, and it's always a lady like sitting side saddle going like up the stairs, you know.
If you like now, you can get a free shower attachment. That's an $800 value.
Yeah, and then there's some old dude who does all these infomercials. I can't even remember who it is, but when I don't say anything, but you know, I like to watch Gunsmoke. My pops got me into that. Matt Dillon, it's a good show.
That's funny. So when I was going to technical school, it's like the video editing class that I went to. So we had to re-edit a fight scene from Gunsmoke that had all the raw footage, and we just had to rework it. And it was amazing how just you take 4 shots from different angles of the same thing, and you can cut it in a million different ways. Some people did the project for comedy, some people did it for action, some people made heavy drama out of it. Just with the same raw footage, and you just cut it so many different ways, and it becomes something that your imagination helps develop.
That's another good show, Gunsmoke. Miss Kitty, what? Oh, such a good show. My mom though, she loves that Hallmark channel. I can't. I can't, you guys. It's so like. I hear dialogue and I'm like, oh, she's watching it again, and I gotta like go somewhere else.
Did you see the movie on the Hallmark Channel where these 2 unlikely people, they get together, and then there's a misunderstanding and that pushes them apart, but in the end they come back together again?
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Sometimes there's snow in it, you know, but sometimes it's.
Sometimes there's a Christmas tree.
Yeah, autumn leaves, And they have all those Christmas movies, but they never mention Jesus, which I don't understand that. Why? How are you going to talk about Christmas and there's no talk of Jesus in a Hallmark Channel movie?
Unless it's in A Christmas Carol.
But even then,
They go for the, yeah.
they make it completely secular, which I think is a little weird.
Mm.
Or you know, the cabin in Vermont, and oh yeah, no, just stop it. And my mother's like, shut up, I like these. Like, all right. I mean, you know, some people drink. My mother watches Hallmark Channel movies.
Okay. Hey, whatever gets her through the day.
I guess. Oh, shut up.
It could be, I mean, her thing could be bonbons and whiskey, so I guess Hallmark Channel is a better vice.
So wait a second. When I was home, my mom, she's always bitching about the grocery store that she goes to, and she buys this fucking cereal that she loves, this kashi cereal. She's like,
Oh, my mother eats that
oh,
too.
I really like that Cinnamon Harvest. I'm like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. You know, Blueberry Clusters is my favorite because it's like flakes and like whatever. It's tasty.
There are flakes mixed in with the wood chips.
Yeah, no, it's a good one. It's good.
Oh, okay.
It's good, and it turns the milk slightly. Well, I use almond milk, blessed by a shaman. No, so she's telling me like, oh yeah, I got it at you know, the grocery store, and then I was talking to her on the phone on Saturday, and she says, you know what, those she says, those motherfuckers, stop carrying my cereal. I'm like dying. My mom does not talk like that, you guys. So while I'm talking to her, I'm on Amazon. I ordered her 4 boxes, and I was just like, hey, are you guys going to be home tomorrow? And she's like, yeah, why? And I was like, I was just asking. Why? Why are you asking? I was like, you're getting a package. What is it? It's addressed to me, but it's for you. Well, what is it? You're going to have to find out.
Oh, boy.
And then I reminded her of what she said, the filthy words she used. And she says, oh, I said that? I'm like, yeah, Mom, you did. You were pretty heated about the kashi cereal. I don't know. She makes me laugh.
But she was happy to get it.
She was laughing.
Okay.
She was opened the box and she started laughing, and then she called me. And she says, well, I guess I have enough cereal to last me for a while. 4 boxes. I was like, yeah, you do. So I might just do a repeat order.
Okay, every 3 months or so.
Until she gets sick of that cereal.
Talking about